Hello everybody and welcome back. Today is the second video of my a guide for new players, as the last title was called. This is episode 2, I guess you can say. I don't know if people still do the whole episodes thing, but yeah. So in today's video, we're going to be learning a little bit about modding, and as I pick up more mods through missions, I know we're going to do Teacher's Crest. The Teacher's Crest is a very short crest. And then after that, we're going to turn our focus to the next crest after that. That has to deal with Sire Sigils. Sire Sigil. So those are the two main focus quests. And maybe even Fortuna, we might do that today as well. But you'll understand what Fortuna is. And kind of explain how to do those quests, and then also, like I said, talk about more about the mods as I get more mods to improve my Warframe and weapons and stuff like that. One of the major things I want to mention, always make sure you are leveling up your mods, because mods can be leveled up. They do require endo, and we'll talk more about endo farming once I get to I think it's after the Heart of Deimos quest. I should unlock the Iatan treasure, and I'll explain that when that comes up in the future as well. But right now, we're just going to focus on these two next ones, the Teacher Crest and Sire Sigil, and maybe Fortuna. I forgot what it's that you
I
call it.
knew we had a shared passion, Hunter.
And starting off, like the last video, with another daily tribute here for this video. Uh, I am not going to activate, and the reason why, because I don't have no other accounts for this one. And this is basically just going to be... Well, I think I do need it activated, but I'll deal with that later. Right now, I don't need to deal with that, because if I want to deal with that, I'm going to hop onto my main PC, and I get to do that later. Because like I said, this is a whole new account. This is not going to be tied with my main account at all. So, um, yeah. Oh, looks like they had a hotfix 4 days ago for the old piece, which I'm not worried about that at all. Okay, so things I need to mention as well. Next is the Teacher's Crest. This is the one we're going to do here in a few minutes. Then we're going to do this later on, which you had to have the Vor's Prize Crest finished, which we just finished that yesterday in the last video. And on this video, like I said, we're going to be doing Sire Sigil as well. May Hall of the Kubro. This is like all the
Ordis
main stuff, I
reminds the
think.
operator to take time for themselves. Pressure creates diamonds, yes, but it also creates rubble.
I don't know, because really. These are the main crests right here. That's a side crest. We will be doing that as well, because I would recommend go ahead and do that, because then you can get... Wait, is that size Vigil? Oh, what's all in here? Oh yeah, the teacher, then we'll do Vox Solaris. Okay. I'm trying to remember how things go in order, because it was so like confusing back then in the past. Now it actually does look a little bit better. So yeah. Um, I know when we get to the War Within, this is going to be one of the longest crosses uh, that we're going to be doing. It took me like 8 hours on my main account to finish, but it may take me less than that because of the fact that I do remember where I need to go. I think that video was split in um what is it called? Hours, maybe like 2 hours length videos. So that way I don't have to worry about doing it all in one sitting. I mean, I'm probably going to do it in one sitting, but I'm going to probably break, do the outro for it, just have it from like all set up and lined up, ready to be posted on the thing, little at onto the YouTube, little at a time. So, but first we're just going to worry about the teacher's crest, because this is where we're at now, and then we're also going to do Fort Swords, because these are like some very short ones. They shouldn't take too long, all in general. But the teacher's crest does teaches you about modding, but the only problem is about the modding system. It is so darn confusing. So I'm gonna kind of explain that while I get mods, while I get better mods, and continue explaining as we go along with the whole game in general, because there's a lot to learn about this. So I know I'm not going to like this crest because I've done this already in the past. So, but I need to do this one so that way I can add mods to my Warframe and to my weapons. Plus, you also get a new free weapon here as well. That was the cinematic. Now it's time to take it on.
Tenno. With 4 gone, Corpus forces have begun to scavenge his camps. Intel suggests they have detected a signal emanating from some reactivated Oregon-era technology. Move in and find the source of that signal before they do.
Okay. Still doing this in solo because I think the teacher crest is actually solo. When I go through these little junction pieces right here, I'm just going to basically, what's it called? Have it online so that way I can get through things a little bit faster. But majority of the actual like story related stuff are all majority solo, so these will be solo. So I don't remember there ever being a beeping noise whenever I was playing this on Switch. Oh, and by the way, I turned the volume down to the game a little bit because yesterday it was really much louder than my voice, and I do not need that to be louder than my voice in recording, so.
Careful. There are Corpus heat signatures ahead. Move toward the source of the signal. I will try and patch you into their comms.
You can also get pets in this game, so we'll be getting a pet soon as well. Cool.
War's demise is our golden opportunity. Corpus, bring me the Oregon mod segment that our dearest benefactor Nefonio so deeply desires. Now, enough of this idleness. Go!
The techno mythology is a mod segment. That must stay out of Corpus' hands at all costs. Tenno, recover it immediately. Neither Grineer or Corpus had the authorization to activate an Orokin-era distress beacon. So who did? Be wary.
A Lotus, I already know who did it. Almost. But pretty soon later on we'll get ciphers, and you can use ciphers in this. But I would recommend practicing the hacking system because they are actual, like, what's it called? Mastery rank testers that you'll see later on. Good thing I got that affinity booster. Which will come in handy when you get those, by the way, so.
Am I to believe that you are the Tenno who cut down the mighty Vor? Even these covetous merchants avoided triggering the segment's anti-tampering routine.
That voice.
The Tenno I remember could find their enemy's weakness faster than the Kubradon finds a jugular. What happened to you?
What are you doing here?
I need to see for myself. Have the Tenno risen? Or is this another Lotus trick?
Dax. This
I know.
Tenno is not your foe.
We shall see.
Tenno.
I know it's been a while, by the way. Said this, I should have said this at the beginning. Do remember these are all spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I wouldn't recommend watching these. Unless you're stuck or something, so that way you can know what you need to do. Like I said, it's supposed to be like a guide teaching you about some things and also just helping you to try to get through the game and just get to the point where you can get to where I'm at, which is the old piece. By the way, the old piece, really good.
Do you even remember the old war? Well, you wouldn't anyway. She made sure all the Tenno forgot. A mercy, I suppose. Finally. You have rested too long. Get up. Now. I have disabled your Warframe's abilities. Orokin tricks won't help you now. Pick up that weapon.
So this is where you go get the new weapon known as the Thornback. as I say, I don't like this weapon that much, but
Your life
I have to
depends
use
on
this.
you proving to me that you are a Tenno and not some imposter. Now, try and cut me down.
Take it.
Where?
We are beyond her reach. You are alone. Promising. What are you? Another mimic. You do remember.
Just make sure you keep on dodging and shooting.
Yes, a Tenno indeed. How long I have waited for this day. Stand down. We have much to review, and little time to do so. Come with me. Your weapons bear no mods. Your orbiter, no mod segment. Can the Lotus not provide even the simplest? It matters not. I now have one in my arsenal. Your first lesson is simple. Destroy these targets. Can you not see? They are outfitted with advanced shields, vulnerable only to electric elemental attacks. Your body remembers the stances, but your mind has forgotten your studies. Use my arsenal and upgrade your weapon.
Just give me attention. I haven't forgotten anything. Yeah. So yeah, modding is you're about to learn a lot about modding here, cause trust me, you're gonna need to learn a lot. I'm gonna kind of do some looting, because if I'm not mistaken, all this stuff will respawn later. So best to grab it now, because like I said, you will need to actually do all this later on to build weapons and stuff like that, because things don't come cheap. In other words, just looking around, see if there's any more resources nearby. Don't want attention. I'm gonna do it. Just give me a few minutes. Wait, guys, just go. Probably not. Ooh. Make sure you collect those neuros, no matter what. Loot. Yeah, that's the only downside about the game. That is very grindy. But it's really actually not as bad as some people think. Oh, more stuff. Yay, free stuff. Okay. I think once I get like comfortable enough to the point where after this whole beginning part, I might eventually switch over to my main account so that I can kind of show you off what my main account is like and stuff like that. So right here, this tells you about dragging mods into those little slots. As you can see, there are a lot of slots. There's even extra slots that you can get from weapon adapters. Always make sure you remember this, because this is going to be your lifesaver within every single thing, including in Still Path. One thing you need to I would recommend, always remember the capacity, because everything has capacity on here, and depending on what this number is in the right hand corner, that's how much capacity it takes up. Also, another thing I should recommend, always make sure you keep an eye on these stats, because these stats will tell you a lot about these weapons. As you can see, it has a high status chance, which is good for status priming, which is the thing where you just throw like a whole bunch of, whoops, what's it called, onto things. So that's basically that. So very easy thing to remember, and later on, you after this, I think you even learn about upgrading mods and stuff like that, which I'll even talk about that as well when we get into it, because it takes endos to upgrade.
Now, try again. See? Mods were the hidden power behind the Orokin's military, capable of turning simple weapons into implements of mass destruction. Fueled by the miracle of Endo, they can be endlessly rearranged and tailored to cut through the defenses of any foe. Next lesson. See how your weapon fares against these targets.
Okay, now these got a shield on it, and he'll talk more about it. But just electricity alone would not be able to penetrate these.
These shields are only weak to magnetic elemental damage.
Which you can probably already tell what I have to do next. Come back over here.
Remember your alchemy. When electricity combines with cold, you create a magnetic field. Apply your mods accordingly.
And like I said, in the future, you do need to remember that these mods do have capacity spaces, and you just need to remember, keep your eye on this. Now, there are ways to increase it. Which this one's already been doubled for you automatically. But these right here are very handy. Be lookout for these. Organ catalysts are a good thing to have. So I'm glad this one
See?
is automatic.
So simple. Even a child could do it. Now, test your work.
Technically, attention, ain't I'm a child. I'm literally a 10-0
Not bad.
from back then.
Next, we will... Right on schedule. Show these corpus all you have learned.
Didn't think I would find you. You underestimate my tenacity and desire.
Bolster your Warframe.
Oh yeah, now he's telling me to basically equip a mod onto my Warframe. Basic Vitality is really good because that actually helps out with what's it called, and another thing I need to talk about is polarization, or polarizing which is basically taking a formula and add it to your Warframe slots to allow you to be able to equip more in the future. As you see, I don't have one of these, but these take organ reactors to double up your mod capacity. But for now, let's just go ahead and strap on that vitality. But yeah, like I said, another thing you should be looking out for is that organ reactor and organ catalyst, because they can actually help out with your weapons and your warframes. Remember that. Right now I can't equip up the elf daily because of the fact that I had to deal with all of that. We'll talk more later on about the Parazon, because it's actually a boss mission that has to deal with that Parazon.
Let us try this again.
So. Hey, let me use my abilities. I mean, I already got electricity on me. I done missed my shots. I wish it was no first try. I thought there was one down there.
We'll take care of these mercenaries. Take the mod segment. It is too valuable to fall into Corpus hands. Take the segment and go. I am not done here. Better. That was the scouts. But the cavalry gather. Collect your weapons and take whatever mods you need. We have little time.
Tenno, get to extraction. Is that a mod segment?
Another thing he doesn't teach you is how to basically remember to always use abilities with things. So is that a mod segment? Pretty sure ain't nothing I can collect on my way out of here. Oh, I'm in space. Oh yeah, I forgot I got my sword now. Why I did that to myself. Wet. Okay.
Oh my, Tenno. I've gone and captured your comrade. So, let's make a deal. You bring me the mod segment, I release the Dax.
Teshin gave you that lot segment. Maybe he can be trusted. Install it at once. You will need maximum power for your next mission.
So right here, this talks about like using endos to what's it called? Endo is a unique fuel that enhances the mods and stuff, which you can dissolve from this. But there's like another way you can get it, which we'll explain later on. But you get a little bit more from that. So, and the one thing it tells you to do is take the duplicates and dissolve them. And then it's also going to tell you to take this and I can't go too high with it, sadly. But it's going to tell me to basically use a fusion on it, then exit.
Good. When you are ready, find Teshin.
So as you can see, that has increased a lot more here lately, and plus I also got magnetic status on this weapon. I know it's kind of slow going and stuff like that, and so on and forth, so it just takes some time. Oh, when did I get that? In the future, I'm gonna need to make sure I remember that, because with melee weapons, they do, if you do have an organ catalyst, you can put them on there to double it, but this also helps increases your mod size as well. So, yeah, that's about I think everything I need to explain right now. But before I go into things, oh, it gave me the Paris, which is also another weapon. But yeah, remember to level weapons up. Didn't give me the other weapons from the beginning. I'll explain that more later on, because you can actually just buy the blueprint, so I'll show how that works later too. Oh, I actually have a new weapon that I've been working on. The Burst On. Add that to my inventory. Now I'm trying to think, how many slots do they give you for like Warframes and stuff? Nope, inventory I think it was, I need to check. So for Warframes, they actually give you 2 slots ahead of time, which is nice. That's really good. As you see in the right hand corner, I do have 50 plat. I mentioned about this yesterday. I would recommend using them on Warframe slots or these weapon slots. As you can see, I still have 6 more weapon slots. Which, by the way, all the weapon slots count for all of the weapons, not just for one. Like, for example, the weapon slots are all, like I said, for all of them. They don't count for individual, like just the primary or the secondary or the melee. Is for all weapons. You start off with 10 companion slots, which is really nice. Oh yeah, those are my skins that I can use if I wanted to. Ooh. Ooh. I need to check something. You get 4 vehicle slots. You get 4 arc ring weapon slots. You get 4 necromech slots. Wait, what the hell they give me 4 necromech slots when you only got 2 necromechs in the game? That's weird. 8 operator amp slot. God, they didn't even really give you that much when I first started. What the heck? Okay. So we learned a little bit more there for starting. Because last time I remember they didn't do that. Which, by the way, this is also another unique little thing. As you go on through, you can get different skins. Which I do not recommend using a plat for that unless you're like somebody who has a really good job or you got a lot of plats. You can buy them then. Or if you got somebody who would like to give you a free skin or something. These are the ways I would recommend getting those. Like the different helmet skins or the different like skins that he has, which I'll kind of show them later on because I actually got some of these skins on my main account. So yeah, then you can pick which style of the sets you want him to be in. I decided to pick the Agile style. How does this look on him? This is that new armor piece that I got because of the Tenno bomb. Vault armor. Wait, what the hell is this? 2 different vault armor. Oh, it just takes that thing off his shoulder and puts that there. You know, thank you. I think I keep that little armor piece of vault. Plus, another thing you can do, you can also color your Warframe whatever colors you want to, which is really nice in this game here. You do get all of these in the middle for free, automatically, but there's also other ones you can get for like the Night Wave can give you some colors sometimes. So forth. But they're like 75 plat. If you like customizing, that is something you could probably do like later on in the future. Let me see. I'm gonna do some coloring right quick just to make him like a little bit of a different color than that dull looking color for Vault. I mean, no offense to all the Vault players. I just don't like the way he is like color here off at the beginning. Just be glad I'm not doing what I used to do, and what I used to do, I used to take all my Warframes and match them to my persona color. So, oh yeah, I'm changing the little tiny light detail colors on this. Now, it didn't want me picking that other color. I'll just pick that for now. And we'll just go with some red electricity. And then you can just always random the colors. But I would recommend waiting until like you get more colors and stuff, and then with the weapons, if you want to change their appearance, you can always make them copy like your Warframe colors. Sadly, I don't have no skin for that. As if for now, I'm gonna go ahead and change them all to my Warframe color. I think this one? No, I do not have a skin for that yet. And same with this one. Copy Warframe color. Do I have a skin for this one? Oh, no, I don't. I thought I may have gotten one from the thing. I know Glaives have a skin from that Tenor Bomb, but yeah. That's mostly the real true ending, by the way, is getting all that. Which actually I might, this might be only one episode. But what I'll probably do is work on the junction related stuff, showing you how this works. Actually, you can say I'm actually doing one of them already, and that is the teacher crest. I'll show you how to do these and get this like all so forth, which will also give me the organ reactor, and I'll show you how to equip those later on as well. And go ahead and get myself set up when I'm about to do the Fortuna one. So right now we're just dipping our toes in the water and just taking it slowly, so that way I can teach you everything. And by the way, there are liches and stuff in this game, and you'll find out more about them later on. And yeah, which I'll explain that for my main account. My main account, I can just show off a lot more things and get do things a little bit faster, because I am going to need some higher level stuff. So
Teshin is deep within this ship. Cut through the corpus and find him.
Sweet fortune. What are the odds? Another bird flies into my hands. Oh, Nefanya will pay dearly for the two of you. Corpus, take the Tenno. Dead or alive, it matters little.
ouch.
Found him. First, eliminate the wardens. Teshin out of that cell.
Like I said, right now it's starting off slow.
She sent you to rescue me?
Not quite, Teshin. The Tenno is on a capture mission.
Very well, if you think they are ready. Already learned mod fusion. Did you show them this, Lotus? Yes, you are the Tenno I remember.
One more order of business, Tenno. Scuttle this vessel.
I mean, the one good thing about this, it actually teaches you some of the game modes, like type of rescue missions. Well, I don't think I have a shotgun actually. Actually, I wonder. I'm gonna try this. I wonder if I can hook like a keyboard and what do you call it? Because then the hacking system would be a whole lot better for me if I could. Because I think with PlayStation, I think you can hook up like that kind of stuff. So, oh, not this way, this way.
The reactor is protected by 2 control systems. You need to breach both systems to expose the reactor core.
Corpus! Stop that, Tenno!
Reactor. It is done. Now find extraction.
No! My ship! By the tenants, how is this possible?
Treasurer, may I make a suggestion? Put out a distress call. When you do, let them all know. The Tenno are back.
And no, the Tenno are back.
What you had necessary. I concede that now. Will you tell them the truth of the matter?
In time, there are difficult conversations ahead. They will need a mentor.
You trust me to do this?
If you trust me to be their Lotus.
It is not my choice. It is theirs.
That was actually a lot more longer of a quest than I thought it was going to be. So, I think I'm going to end it there. And, yeah. And save the Fortuna one for later. What I'm going to go ahead and do is the junction. And then open up the path to Fortuna. I won't do the actual main one until the next video. So. Oh. Oh my gosh, so many things popping up.
You have learned much in a short period, but your work has barely started. I have word from Venus. The people of Fortuna suffer under a corrupt, despotic preacher named Nef Anyo. They require a champion capable of fighting Corpus. Use the Venus Junction to bypass faction blockades. When you get to Fortuna, find a gentleman who goes by the moniker The Business. He is trustworthy. Your Lotus has graciously offered me residence in the relay. Come see me when you wish to learn more.
Which is nothing else more that you can really learn, other than like very few things, I think. So yeah. But yeah, as you can see, you get 500 endo, you get all these different things, which I will explain here in a few minutes by going to the what's it called, which in hindsight is not really that bad. So, okay.
Well, it's early where Nora is, and as she wipes the sleep from her eyes, she wonders, does the Unum ever leave that tower? Can she leave that tower? Who is she? What is she? Someone in Cetus must have answers. Come on, sweet things. Give it up.
So, this is something they added to the thing, and this is where I'm going to mention this. Do the Nightwave. You may get very little acts to
Always
do.
a pleasure.
You get little very acts that you can do. Like, oh, these right here, these are a lot of what's it called. Finish the capture mission within less than 90 seconds, which is not too bad. I think I could probably do that one. I could probably pull that one off. Then you got some daily ones that you get every single day. And then you got these weekly ones that you get every single week as well. So yeah, I'll be showing off. I'll be doing some of the scene way because, oh god, disruption. A disruption. I ain't gonna do that solo for a sure fact, since I am doing this somewhat new, like to kind of explain things for you. And this is a still path one, so you can't do it until still path. Basically, complete all the nodes on the star chart. The Operation Honors vendor can help you identify any remaining nodes. You can find him at the entrance to the Operator Hexus relay room in any relay. Which,
And we're out.
I'll show you what the relay is as well. Which actually I want to show you that now. Just in case you're wondering what the relay is, it's this little thing right here. These are always free and open for everyone. Many Tennos go there a lot for blessings and stuff, which is very helpful because one of the blessings that you can get is the affinity booster, and this affinity booster with that blessing affinity booster actually stacks on top of each other. So yeah, we'll go to the plains of Eidolon here later, and we'll go that way later, because I do recommend going to this, but right now I don't want to deal with that this yet. I'm gonna save that for a different episode. But for now, we'll go focus
Otis
on.
went mad for 3 milliseconds when he realized that each time he cleans something, he makes something else dirty. Ah! There I go again.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about these little junctions that you can see right here. There's one that leads to Mars, and there's one that's right here that leads to Venus. Which, by the way, this is where we're trying to go. Is trying to get to Venus here. Which we're gonna do the junction, do the E gate to get to right here where Fortuna is. On the next video, I will be doing the Fortuna one, and so forth. So the things we need to do are very easy, as you can see right here. Make sure you claim this, because you do need this. The next thing is to equip the Dreamer's Bond. The Dreamer's Bond is actually very handy, definitely very handy, because it's an aura mod. So I do recommend that. An aura mod is this right here. Luckily, Dreamer's Bomb can connect on to anything. I recommend using this because it does help out with mod capacity. I'm gonna bring it up to this rank. Get me a little bit more capacity here. The ones I would recommend is Equilibrium, because Equilibrium is a really good one, because health pickups can give you energy, and the energy pickups can give you health as well. Basically, it helps out with both, which is really nice to have. Ability duration, I definitely do recommend that one, because it helps out with letting you use your abilities a little bit more, which I'm gonna kind of do like maybe 1 right now to increase it up a little bit more, and it's for your shields. Right now I'm trying to be mindful about my I'll go up 2 ranks on the health, and then 2 ranks on my shields. Just do be mindful. You do have a set amount of endo that you get, and well, it's not a set amount, but just do be mindful that you ain't going to get that much endo right now. Later on, you will get more, and you can officially make yourself like pretty good. Yeah, let's do that about 1. Actually, I can go 1 more. With that, I don't want to put everything into them, because we do have other mods that we want to use this for. I'm gonna continue.
Bottom.
I'm gonna continue using this one until what's it called? Till it's leveled up. I'm actually going to switch back to one of my other weapons, because like I said, I don't really like this. So making my weapons a little bit stronger. Always remember that, because that's one thing a lot of people do fail on, because of the fact they forget your mods are going to be your most important tool. Your mods are going to be your most important tool for all your weapons, no matter what. So that was a lot. I'll do 1 for this right now. Even though, golly, y'all don't hear it, but I hear it in my background. Somebody's honking the horn like crazy. Okay, we're gonna put Fury on here, and we're gonna put this on here. Right now, I ain't gonna worry about modding this up. I can worry about that later, a bit later on. We're also going to kind of, no, we'll do it only by one, and do this. Actually, I was good to go one more on this. Aha! And that's where I'm gonna be at for now. Oh no, hold on 1 second. I don't know why I'm talking like I'm streaming, cause I usually do stream. If you do want to catch my stream when I do stream, you can always find me over at Chaos with Senpai on Twitch.tv. This is the case if you want to know what my live streams are like. But yeah, number one thing you always want to remember: level up these things because you're going to need them. So, definitely always make sure you level up your weapons, because leveling these things up would, like I said, give you, as you can see, I can almost do my second, what's it called? Mastery Week. But the more you level these things up, the better, not better, but the, Panda Brain goes burr. The better your things will be, basically. We'll talk about this later on. This is a very unique little tool that can actually help you get plat if you don't want to spend money on plat. So, that's one thing I do recommend. Let me see here. Oh, my video froze for a little bit. I didn't even know that. Which is weird because on my TV, it's like I'm still moving. But, yeah. A lot of things. Wait a minute, my audio off? Uh-oh. My audio is off track here? I'll be right back with the rest of this video. Hello guys, I'm sorry about that. I had to refresh my OBS. I don't know what happened, but the sound literally got like behind, like I could tell because I'm like moving and it's like all the footprint I heard, like it's like it was a ghost. But the video was fine on the actual OBS, so I'm sorry about that. But let's continue with what we was doing. As you know, we did finish the teacher's, what's it called? And the next one we'll be focusing on is Voxaurus. Later on I might do some of the side quests live, which is not too hard. Because I definitely want to get to the point where you can get like a dog. And some of this stuff right here too. So, okay, for our next thing we need to do for the junction, what we need to do is come here first, claim this, and I've also did something else that I forgot, and that was upgrading Dreamer's Bond. As you saw, I was able to upgrade it, which you know how to upgrade the mods now. Remember to always remember about your mods. Now, what we need to go do is start building this little companion that we will get later on. I recommend, as I said, do not use no plat on finishing them up. So we need to go here. As you can see, I already have all the items necessary, and this will only take like 1 minute, so why would you use plat for this whole 1 minute thing? So as I build, one of the things I need to talk about right now at this time. Later on, you will learn things
The
about
system continues
dojo.
to fall into chaos. Check navigation for active invasions.
A dojo, which I do recommend. Joining a dojo, which I probably gonna make my this account, my main account, send me an invite for the dojo and stuff, so that way I can go into the dojo to show you a few things there that you will need to know about for the future. Because like literally, there's blueprints and stuff that you can buy there that I do recommend. Plus, while that is building for 1 minute.
Operator, my foundry has completed a new item. Does this please the operator?
Yes, thank you. This is the marketplace area. I would recommend. Oh, for Nintendo. As you can see, it shows the whole things here for Nintendos. As you can see, it's like 4 little things that they're trying to show you. This is one thing you need to learn about as well. Mastery locked things. The reason I'm telling you this is because some of these things are going to be mastery locked, and to get more mastery, you will have to like level up your mastery rank. As you can see, that I'm not too far from what's it called? Which we're going to. I think there's a certain point that I need to actually buy that later. We'll deal with that later. Right here we got this shotgun unlocked. As you can see, you can purchase it right here for 25,000 credits. Do always keep an eye on your credits, as you can see right there, right beside my plat. Because this is your plat on the right side, this is your credits on the left side. Make sure you keep an eye on that, because they do go by fast in this game, because there's like a lot of things you gotta build and they do require credits. So there are ways you can get credits and stuff like that later on. There are some friends that can help you out if they have a what's it called, Chroma on the team, because Chroma has the ability where he can actually help you get more credits and so forth. But there's a fourth ability. Something I didn't know until my boyfriend told me about that. Which I do thank him so much for that. Both of them are just amazing people. Because I am marrying one, and we do have another in our relationship that we care about so much. So 99 cents. That's not a bad deal. Okay, continuing onwards. As you see, you can buy weapon slots and stuff like that from here. I wouldn't recommend buying them just yet, but you will need these in the future. So always remember to save your plats, no matter what, for weapon slots and Warframe slots, because you're going to need them so much. And just kind of ignore some of these things, because what I mostly came in here for is to show you basically this, weapons and stuff like that. If you go into one of these, you go on to see them all, and it's going to be like, oh, we have to buy them for plat? No, you don't. As you can see right underneath it, because I think last time they didn't show the actual credit thing, so I didn't know until I like actually highlighted it. But in here you can just go in here and buy the actual blueprint, stuff like that for credits, and trust me, there are actually a few good ones in here. I do recommend when you get to higher mastering levels, like one of my personal favorites, if I can find it. Oh yeah, this is a special weapon. I'll talk about that later on when we unlock Rail Jacks, which is still a long way to go. Uh, that is mastery up for mastery 10. Where's it at? Right here, the Soma. This is actually one of my favorite rifles. And it's because there's an actual mod out there for it, but you have to buy it for father. The more you shoot with this, the higher the crit chance goes up. So that combined with that mod is really good for beginners, so I do recommend that later on in the future. So yeah, just always remember that you can buy the blueprints, go get the what's it called, then come right back here to your foundry and just literally excuse me. I know I just spent credits for that blueprint. Why are you not showing up? Hello? I'm guessing because I'm not far enough in where I can actually do that yet. Just do know I did buy that blueprint. Oh no. Wait a minute, what? So it was already built and I could buy it for credits? I'm very confused. We'll worry about that later. But for now, we'll worry about all this. And go ahead and do the rest of the stuff. Oh yeah, we got the tax on them. Go ahead and equip that. That's going to be a lifesaver, by the way. So I do recommend having that companion equipped because they can actually help out. Maybe not a lot, but they can help out. But yeah, this is the first one you get with the A-Jack. Which it comes with his little mods already equipped on it. Sadly, I don't have no more what's it called. Good thing is I have vacuum. That's what will come in handy. Taxon, robotic, sentinel. So yeah. Just remember, whenever you collect endo, come back and make sure you level these things up. Oh yeah, I forgot to check the other thing, because I know it can take mods as well, which is usually just plain old rifle mods. So, always make sure you equip these things. Oh. We'll deal with that later. We'll add that other one on later. Good thing it has magnetic. Now we're going to claim this last one. And we're going to equip this onto my vault. And the reason why I'm going to equip it on my vault to bring up his mod capacity in the future. Because this may be my main frame I might be using for majority of my missions. So I would want to have that installed on him for more capacity. Until at least I get to the point where I can show off all my good stuff to y'all. Cause trust me, I actually miss doing that. But yeah, later on we'll do some other things and just open these areas up. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and confront the Spectre, and then we're gonna do the next part of the thing before we head to what's it called. Wait, I forgot to see who this was. Hold on. Oh. We're dealing with Vault in here. This is the Spectre that's in this. So, give you a heads up on that. Interjunction. This time I was also trying to remember to always unmute when I do mute, because I do forget like I did in that last video. But yeah.
I am entrusted to protect this most sacred temple. A pathway into the void. Leave or be consumed.
I think I'll be consumed. Vault Spectre. There we go. That was quick and easy. But yeah, you have to fight one of these at every single junction to actually unlock the next path to the next area. If you think they're strong now, when you do, you see still path. And that's that. Now it's going to show you that I can now access what's it called, and we're just going to do E-Gate right quick, which is not going to take long. And the next video, we will continue on with Fortuna. So flashbang.
Eliminate all Corpus threats.
By the way, those little things that are popping up right there are basically challenges from the Night Wave and stuff like that. So I would recommend keeping an eye on that. Stuff in general.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
You gotta watch out for those. Those are Xmas. J Xmas? You on him. be looking for items as well. Because the more loot that you get, the better you can build weapons and so forth. Content. Which I cannot wait to show y'all the old piece. Just like I said, it's one of my favorites. Oh, these that you see on the ground, make sure you pick these up because you're gonna need them for later. That's why I'm saying you always need to make sure you try to loot everything in the beginning of the stuff. Everywhere it's like new items and stuff that they ain't gonna very much see that much until near the end. Where basically, like as I said before, where I'm at in the game.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Why heavy
Walkers
unit? I
incoming.
just demolished it.
Broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
I mean, I won't get to extraction, but I mean, I'm gonna kill more of these enemies so I can cut it. I mean, right now, where I'm at, yeah, I'm gonna need my own. Sorry about that. Gotta have that wee. Let's see, any lockers I can open up? What the hell? Alright, go ahead and open it. Let's use anything else. Actually, I don't think I have. Oh, yeah, I had alloy. Oh, yeah, these right here, I do. If you see these flowers on the ground, make sure you get them. I think I mentioned something about it earlier. You're gonna need these for future. Get the flower! Anything else? No. Anytime you see stuff like that on the ground, that like flowers and stuff, I do recommend getting them. Because sometimes there are different like cosmetics that require these flowers, but there's also a side quest that allows you to get some
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
that helps you get Titania. I can't remember her name. Oh great, my friend's gonna kill me for this one. I mean, we have a funnier name for it, but I refuse to say that on stream, not stream, on video. Now, just so you know, there's something. Yeah, I'm going to do my qualification test as well. See this right here? This is known as a damage mod, and these things are really good. We have a lot of multiplicative mods on, which would be like status effect would be one, multi-shot would be another, multiplicative mod, acceleration, anything that increases damage basically. Lag. Which I kind of show that off right now. Like right here on my rifle. Which I cannot wait for this thing to fucking be leveled up. I mean, I will show a faster way of leveling these things up later on. But for like this, like one of these and one of these, that is count as a multiplicative mod. And if I had like, let's say Smite the Gunneer, or, well, that one's for what's called melee weapons, or Smite the Corpus, I can't remember what they were for rifles, but you'll figure that out soon once you start collecting more mods in your inventory. Like for example, I did get a new one, which is No Return. We also got Deep Freeze, which I'm gonna put some on shotgun. This will give me blast damage. Not shotgun, on my pistol. Which will give me blast damage, which is really nice. Blast be blasting, as old Pablo would say.
Do you
on
remember the
Warframe.
old war, operator?
I could do this.
Order seems
Add a
to
little
have
puncture.
misplaced those memories.
For now, at least, until I get some better mods, because there are better mods out there, and you will get them.
Well put together, operator.
It just depends
now
on.
get out there and
Cut down the...
and make the Lotus proud.
Okay, or just you can shut up now. It really just depends on like how much more mods and stuff like that you get later on. Like I said, this is a faction mod which helps double the like damage output for that faction alone, because these are like faction mods. For now, I'm going to take it off because I really don't need it right now because I'm dealing with Corpus. So that's a little insight to that. Right now I don't have any, but you can get mods for your Parazon, which I would recommend for the future, because there are some of them that will open up lockers near you when you hack things. Definitely recommend that for looting and stuff like that. So yeah. So without any ado, we're gonna go ahead and do my master rank test, and then after that we will end this video there. So it irritates. Like I said, I would recommend doing these each and every single time. Ooh, this gives me trading access, so now I can trade with other people. Which I would recommend not doing right now unless you have like good friends who will give you good mods to help you out and stuff like that. Like right here at the beginning. Like if I wanted to, if I had two PlayStations, I could just actually I may have a way to do that. But right now I'm not worried about that. Maybe for future to make myself a little bit stronger, do this I can actually trade some of my good mods over. but that's going to be a little bit of a hassle. Right now, I'm not worried about that though. But yeah, always do these because it raises your stats, raises your loadout slots, which I would recommend doing loadout slots because that actually really does help out. Um, your base mod capacity for your Warframe, really good thing. Like it caps at 30, but I think it keeps on going up more when you get past Master Rank 30. So yeah, and you got Void Trace Storage. Let's begin the test. And then after this, I can go join some friends.
Prove your ability with a sidearm. Eliminate all targets.
Oh. Luckily, I got mods installed. Which will actually make this a lot more effective and faster in the mission. So make sure you have like mods, no matter what, on these things.
Ready yourself.
Well, you get a good minute at least. Come after me. But yeah, you basically have to kill enemies. I think the first three, which is very easy to do. So.
A formidable performance. This test is now complete. Another job well executed.
Come on, play the best music in the game. Sorry, I just love the music to this game. Warframe has probably one of the best soundtracks out there, in my honest opinion. And you will find out more about the soundtracks when you get to the later content of the game, like the New War, Whispers in the Walls, 1999, one of my favorite updates, by the way. The Old Peace, so many good things out there, and I do recommend this no matter what. So. But yeah, always remember to do your mastery rank tests, because you will need to do them. So, tomorrow I'm gonna be more focused on the Roxloss mission.
Operator, a communication awaits your attention.
First of all, I just got that. Hey there, Still Cheeks. I got word you're running solo out there, not affiliated to any clans. You do know there's hundreds of clans that would love to have you, right? Well, your pal Maru's put her networking skill at your disposal. See for yourself. All of clans, big and small, blah blah blah. So, I'll talk about that tomorrow. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is get something set up for well, not tomorrow. Well, it will be tomorrow for me, but the next stream, or not the next stream, but the next video when I post it. But because I got to take all this, because there's two videos I gotta combine together on this one. Man, thank you everybody so much for joining me today, and we'll see you in the next video when we decide to do Roxloss Crest, and also just learning more things about the warframes, the weapons, and so forth. So, as you can see, this may be a little bit overwhelming at first for like newer players, and I will admit that, because like there's so many like different classes you can do, stuff like that. But just know they do have prerequisitions, meaning you gotta do certain things. Like for example, reach Fortuna on Venus, talk to Etika,
Now, who would be knocking all the way out here?
in Fortuna,
Operator, I don't think you should answer that.
on Vox Solaris, and trust me, there's gonna be a lot of grinding in this game, so I'm going to prepare you for that. But start off slow, take your time, and if you do need help, do remember I do have my videos here up on this channel, so that way you can go through them. If you ever get stuck on them, as you see, some of them do require you to be on certain ranks, like for example the Deadlock Protocol, the Call Tempest Story. You do need to be at least rank 4 to get those. Um, uh, yeah, so on forth. When we get to the point of doing some of these, because I'm going to recommend doing these, for Railjack, like this one right here is for Railjack related reasons, and like I said, I'll explain Railjack a little bit more once we get into the future. But yeah, these are like Warframe credits that would give you different Warframes. Like for example, this one I can tell you for a fact it's Protea. This one is Sevagoth. The new Strange is basically Chroma, and then so on forth. I forgot who this one was. I know this one's Octavia, Octavia's Anthem. Sands of Anaros, which is a little bit more harder because you have to wait for Baal Katir. I'll explain that later on, like Friday, because when he is here, because he comes like every 2 weeks. So I do recommend that, which I'll probably be showing in one of the upcoming future videos. The Wave Rider I can do immediately, right after, what's it called, Vox Solaris tomorrow, or my next video. It's on forth. Like I said, we'll talk more about it. I know we're going to kind of focus on Sighted Sigil, how the Kubro, because I do recommend these, because you can get Gara from this one. She is a good Warframe. I recommend her. Then also the Kubros that you can get from this as well. And then another thing you should know for future references, there's when you start actually collecting some good things like Prime Warframes, there's this thing known as Prime Resurgent. I do recommend
Might want to refine any relics
coming
you
in
get
here to Prime
for luck.
Resurgent and try to get these primes, because majority of these, except for these Vanguard ones, I think 2 of them in here, Caliban and Protea, they're not vaulted, so you can actually get them right now. But all the other ones, or majority of them, are vaulted. I'm trying to remember who all the Warframes are out right now that we can get. I know there's Zaku,
Damn. Sure I can't tempt you?
and so forth, but you need this
If you're here for
currency known
relics,
as Aya
you might have to crack
to
a
get
few
them,
before
which
you
I
get what
will
you
explain
have.
that when we start doing bounties for like Fortuna and Cetus and Deimos, because those are the main 3 ones that you start off with at the beginning, the open world, where you can collect these resources. Sometimes you can get them from the Void, but I'll explain that when we get there as well.
The circling hawk may choose its prey at leisure.
So yeah, just keep that in mind for future things, for when you want to try to get certain primes. Then also right here in the Night Wave, kind of want to explain something else that I forgot to explain.
Always a pleasure.
Here, there's these currency known as Creed, which are very easy to get. But you have this thing known as a Creed offering. Right here, I do recommend coming into this and dealing with this. the things I do recommend. Setting it by default. Are these things right here. Because you're going to need these for Warframes and weapons, and then the Nectarine extract, because it does take Nectarine extract to build Warframes, and the only way you can get it is through this. So, and plus other cosmetics, but I wouldn't worry about cosmetics right now until you are actually at the good point of the game, like where I'm at right now, like near the end and stuff like that. So, I might go on my other account and get some things. And I would recommend some of the aura mods. Like, let's say you want a good aura mod to help you out later on, other than just Dreamer's Bond. Because right now, Dreamer's Bond is a really good, like, lifesaver. Right now, at least. So, but yeah, just remember that she does have a shop here that you can buy certain things, like certain weapons, like the Pentagon blueprint, the Heat Sword blueprint. You can buy those weapons there. The Glaive blueprint, the Jaw Sword, the Plasma Sword, the Heat Daggers, which would be great for leveling up your Warframe. Not Warframe, but your Mastery Rank. And so forth. Well, that will be it for this episode, and I will see you in the next one. As Nightwave will always say, signing off.